If you're not scared about fighting, there's something wrong with your head. People come out of the cage, next thing you know, they're gone. It's not like playing tennis. Anything that's not a life or death situation doesn't even compare. Some guy's trying to kill me. I can get through that, I can get through anything else.
Who is that under that mask?
When I was younger, I had a lot of mental health issues. I didn't really like myself a lot. I had a lot of self-hatred. It was difficult for me to come out of my shell. I really hated that part of myself. I didn't like how scared I was of everything. When I started fighting, I didn't really have much respect for my body or my health at the time either. I was doing drugs and drinking all the time. And it wasn't necessarily I was doing it for other people at the time, but I wanted people to think of me as not that scared kid that I had used to be, trying to transform myself into a person that I wanted to be more like. If I can conquer a life or death situation, I can do anything. I trained so fucking hard for this, and it was probably the hardest fight of my life. I had passed out during weigh-ins, right before weigh-ins. I probably should have not have been allowed to even fight at the time. I was kind of shocked I even won the fight. This was the biggest wake-up call that I could possibly have. Now it became my identity. As I continued fighting, it got a little bit easier and it got a little easier.
Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 157 pounds, wearing the black trunks with the red trim.
All this stuff that I was so scared about earlier didn't seem so scary anymore.
Hailing from Plymouth, Massachusetts, Barry!
Flawless performance from Connor Barry.
Good right hands coming down.
I think he just went limp.
The sad thing is his training looks defeated. You could just see the look on his face. The blood was going in his eyes. He was squinting. He was just running out of steam.
Barry going to work now.
Wow.
Jay Ellis rolls him over. That's a deep choke.
This might be it.
Jay Ellis trying to fight it out. He's out, he's out. Connor Barry looking sensational. It's good to get on the win column for Connor Barry. Just came out, made it look easy.
Oh, there's the triangle. Now he's going to the armbar. Gotta be careful here. He taps. What a showcase of jiu-jitsu skills from Bareknuckle Connor Barry.
Thought, hey, if I just keep fighting, it's gonna get easier and easier and easier. And honestly, it's the opposite. It gets harder every time you fight because you know exactly what to expect. You know how hard it's gonna be. It doesn't ever get easier as you go along, it just gets harder. I have more things in my life that have I get injured or something like that, I have a lot more to lose than I ever did. This was the first time I ever had a really clear goal in my life. I never had something that I just knew I wanted to do. It really narrowed down my life. I was doing it to get into the UFC. Everything I thought about every single day was that.
We've got two of the best lightweights that New England has ever seen. Conor Barry is 5-2 as a pro, is coming off his biggest win of his career with a submission victory over Peter Barrett.
I knew he was a tough fight for me. He knew I was a tough fight for him. We wanted to prove ourselves, but I think both of us had some doubt.
First, fighting out of the red corner. Let's hear it for Bareknuckle Conor Barry! And his opponent, out of the blue corner, Joe Skeletor Giannetti!
Here we go, our co-main event of the evening.
When I had gone into the fight, I tried to honestly kind of play it a little bit safe. I'm going to beat this guy up, but like I have to do it smart.
Interesting first round.
He's a smart fighter, and I give him that. Mentally, and how he fights, he plays the part.
Conor Barry ends the round on top. Joe was able to score the takedown early, right top position, but a beautiful reversal for Conor Barry.
I won the first 2 rounds. I was like, all right, cool, I'm on my way to victory. I just gotta, I can play on top. And yeah, it wasn't the most exciting fight. It really wasn't.
It all depends on this 5 minutes. They touch him up once more.
I got caught into a triangle position.
Hook in. Oh, but Connor's might be able to push out. He's got the arm!
Oh, he's got the triangle.
It's a triangle and the arm bar is in jeopardy too.
And I just remember like, all right, he's gonna have to put me to sleep. I didn't want him to put me to sleep, obviously, but and I kept finding room.
Conor Barry looks like he has enough space here to breathe. Keeps moving his neck out. This is
Edging his way out.
But Joe keeps readjusting and cinching it tighter. He's out of the triangle, but he switches sides of the triangle.
He switched back.
Incredible.
I managed to get out of the choke threat completely. I got my ears just about all the way out, and he had realized at the time, like, hey, I'm probably not gonna finish this choke, and just started doing like little small hammer fists, but he was so tired at the time. I mean, they were on the top of my head anyway, so it didn't really do any sort of damage. And the ref stopped the match.
Oh, no, they can't stop this fight like that. You gotta be kidding me.
I gotta agree with you on that one.
Crazy?
That could have been the one that would have set me into the UFC. And it kind of broke my heart afterwards. I didn't really know what to do about it because I was like, all right, well, here's another loss. I was told I would need 5 in a row after that in order to get back in the UFC. It's hard when you have a goal to stop before you reach the goal. In my head, I was like, I can't stop until I get to the UFC. I need to get there. I didn't care about being a champion, but my goal from the very beginning, maybe not as an amateur, but from the very beginning of my professional career was like, I'm going to get to the UFC, right? That's it. It was definitely not as high pressure of a fight as the Giannetti fight. And when I got in there, to the cage, I was in complete flow state, and it was the only time in my fight career that I ever hit it like that. I just felt the cage, and I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna be here. You know, I'm gonna enjoy being here and putting on a show. I threw a big overhand right. I felt this electrical shock all the way up my arm to my neck. I knew I did something seriously wrong. I just said, all right, you know what? It's time to stop having fun. Let's not have any more fun here. Let's finish this fight, because if this goes to the second round and somebody sees the condition of my arm, I'm gonna lose this fight. I did not even think for a second in my, like not 1 second, that I was gonna lose that fight. Following the fight, things were going like really terrible. Every day I felt terrible, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to be, but I knew I didn't want to be doing what I was. I kind of fell out of love with the sport of MMA after that, and kind of fell out of love with martial arts altogether. It seemed like it was just totally not worth it for me anymore. I just felt like, hey, like, all right, that's it. The thing that I was best at was martial arts, and I didn't have the ability to do anything with it until I had the balls to step up and open up a gym. Once that happened, my love for it just blew up again, and it was almost like a whole new, it was like starting over again. Quitting it is not stopping everything completely, it's just reframing. Now, with the gym, all the hard work that I put in helps me. It's finally coming into fruition. Everything's paying off. The decades of work and knowledge puts me into a position where I have a love for martial arts again. It doesn't just take from me. With this, you know, I'm doing it because I love it, and I know I'm doing it because I love it. The scariest thing in my life was to get into a fight. As a kid, this was the scariest thing possible. I remember being at my first MMA fight. I remember doing that walk down there. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then I remember as an amateur looking at the professional fighters at the time and being like, I don't think I can do this. And then I remember fighting one of the guys that I thought at the time was like the greatest, and basically knocking him out and being like, holy shit, like I can do this. Every day is a fight. Maybe it might not be in the ring, it might not be in the cage, but there will be fights in your life, and we can't back down from them. We have to face them, and we have to confront them, and that's the only way to move forward.